Good morning, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel of Astrologer Anil Aggarwal. Today we will be talking about since 15th of May, there is exchange of stars between Rahu and Mars, and you can see for yourself what all is happening. And the lunation charts of 7th May and 22nd May are also most enigmatic. The planetary positions are going worse, and you can see for yourself ever since the exchange of nakshatra between Rahu and Mars have taken place, the number of coronavirus has spiked all over, and especially in Maharashtra and in India also, the number has crossed 1 lakhs and 3,000 people have died. So all this, the planetary positions are just indicating all this, and most venomous, the 7th May lunation chart and the 22nd May lunation charts are not healthy at all for the global growth. Maybe it is stock and financial markets. The planets have become retrograde, so there will be volatility. The, the news will come that there is a vaccine developed, so immediately the stock market will go up. Then, since there will be failures or it will not be successful, then again the market will go down. But primarily, the markets will keep on a downward trend. They will be bearish. Even if they go up, there will not be no permanency in that because the planets are retrograde. And Saturn and Jupiter, especially these two planets, when going in retrogression, we have discussed what happened in 1960 and 1961. Uh, a very experienced expert astrologer uses the Paksh Kundli as I'm doing it, and brilliant short-range predictions can be made, and we see for ourselves that after 15th, due to the exchange of Rahu and Mars Nakshatra, there have been, natural calamities have started to erupt. You can see for yourself in Bay of Bengal, and there is a cyclone which is posing a lot of trouble for Odisha and the coastal areas. So coastal areas, and they say it is a super cyclone. And as the planetary positions after the 22nd are extremely venomous, so we can say that uh, after 22nd, the things will be extremely bad. And before 22nd, there could be similar happenings, but they could be of a lower intensity. The migrant problem, migrant exodus is also there, and it is governed by Saturn. Saturn is retrograde, and this may sprout a very bad effect. Then you can see for yourself, Rajasthan records highest single day Sunday 242 cases just after the exchange of nakshatra of Rahu and Mars. And now Mars is in the nakshatra of Satvisha. So the direction would also change for coronavirus because Mirikshira is the central zone and Satvisha is the other direction. So the other states will also be affected and the coronavirus spikes will increase there also. I had predicted about gold and gold is surging. And I had predicted about the stock and financial markets. A single day, 1,000 points were down uh, yesterday and day before yesterday, and the market has now come up. Yesterday the market was almost flat. Today the market has come up because thinking that there will be some relief in the lockdown, but there isn't any much relief, so the markets will stay bearish. Even if they go up, they won't have any permanency. Stock and financial, we are talking about stock and financial markets. Then Japan has gone into recession. Hong Kong has gone into recession. So all these planetary positions are, most venomous and creating. We have talked about the. Then there is an earthquake in China, which is of intensity of 5, and which has killed some people and injured some people also. So, but the intensity is low right now. But after 22nd, and especially between 24th and 26th, the intensity will go up definitely. The planetary positions which are most venomous, I will read it out. The most important parameter is the Rahu and Ketu adverse motion from 24 to 31st. As I mentioned, Rahu has the capacity to turn the table upside down. A glass full of water, he can turn it down. Or a glass which is empty, he can fill it. Unpredictable. Rahu is unpredictable, especially when in forward motion. But normally it has been seen that it is a negative parameter. Moon and Mercury conjunction having aspect of Mars and all bad for the stock and financial markets, along with combination for earthquakes, cyclones, tornadoes, thunderstorms. This I've already written, this article has been written 4 5 days back, even before when there was any indication for the cyclones. Moon, Mercury, Venus, Rahu, all the four in the nakshatra of Mars from the 24th to 26th. This is most venomous. Mars in the nakshatra of Rahu and Rahu in the nakshatra of Mars exchange nakshatra like a Angarak yoga from 15th of May to 4th of June. All parameters in the grip of Rahu and Ketu till 16th. Rahu and Ketu was adverse. Now again from 24th to 31st it is adverse. In the lunation chart of 22nd May 2020, Sun, Moon, Venus, Mercury afflicted by Mars and Jupiter by Saturn. Capricorn sign is rising in the Lagna, which is allocated to India by Rahu-Mars in the lunation chart of 22nd, indicates enigmatic fortnight for having two retrograde planets in the Lagna, and especially Jupiter, who's Karka for wealth. He's retrograde and debilitated. Jupiter is afflicted. When Jupiter is afflicted, it behaves adversely, and the beneficence is left. He is the only planet which is benevolent, and going in retrogression and in debilitation, there will be suffering due to finances and health also, health troubles. As per the lunation chart, the lunation is taking place in the 5th house of the sign Taurus and the Lagna of the foundation chart of India, and Mars afflicting from the 10th house as per the lunation afflicted by Mars from the 2nd house. All this shows an enigmatic period for countries represented by Taurus sign, and being the 5th, the educational system and the entertainment industries, they will suffer the most. Even if the lockdown is open, they are allowed to work, they will have to close down because the planets are retrograde. The retrograde planets work like a painting brush, going forward, going back, and then again painting the same place 3 times. Mars in the 10th house and Rahu in the 6th. Nakshatra exchange as per the foundation chart may give negative for the spread of coronavirus. As per the India Foundation chart, the Dasha in operation is Moon, Saturn, Ketu from the 31st of May. Friends, very bad. Till 4th of July, the Dasha for 35 days can be most enigmatic since, as per the Rudramsha chart, the placement of planets are parallel to the time of the partition, and we all know there was bloodshed in the country, but that was for a long time. This that was Saturn, Ketu, and now is only Ketu is only for 35 days. But mind you, Ketu is also disease karaka and a planet, unpredictable planet, violence, religious fundamentalism, espionage, terrorism, everything can happen. And especially, it may be from the border countries, it may be from China, it may be from Pakistan, it may be a terrorism plan. So it is very dangerous this coming time, especially from the 31st of May till 4th of July, has to be extremely alert. The government should make sure full security arrangements, and the masses, the the migrant exodus can also take a ugly shape. They are frustrated, and then the spread of coronavirus also cannot be ruled out because this Ketu is disease karka, and it is placed in the 8th house of the India Foundation chart. So it is bad. And after 31st, uh, and the planets also retrograde. So the migrant problem of the workers may take an ugly turn. Saturn also rules the worker class, and they may become violent and cannot be ruled out since their suffering has increased manifold. There are combinations for earthquakes, strong winds, thunderstorms, hailstorms, as the areas I have already mentioned, and as per research, the southeastern part Asia can also be influenced because Rahu is in the sign uh, Gemini, and since Rahu and Mars have exchanged, so the southeastern part of the world will also be influenced. The Rashi Sangata Chakra opens the secret, and you can see in my article there is affliction to all the planets, and most of the planets are in Mars and Rahu Nakshatra, and there is exchange of Nakshatra. It's not good at all. So, friends, Rahu is the most malefic stars since in forward motion, hence Rahu connected to all the planets as most prone period from 24 to 26 for an earthquake of higher intensity, and other dates may be prone of not very higher intensity. The process, the proneness is on the days when the nakshatra of moon changes. Again, all the principles are applied as per the book of mundane astrology. All the predictions pertaining to gold has crossed $1,743 as predicted. The stock market have taken a hit. The coronavirus has touched the maximum in one day in all the states. You see Maharashtra, you see Rajasthan, you see Delhi, everywhere. The number of cases have spiked, especially after Rahu and Mars nakshatra change. And this nakshatra exchange will be till 4th of June. It is very bad. And then in the month of June, Jupiter is going to go is to fall, and the woes of finance will be felt all throughout over the world, and it will be most venomous for China. The no, Jupiter as the 22nd Dreshkon Lord falling in that 22nd Dreshkon sign, and over the fallen Jupiter is where the eclipses have taken place, and from where the where disease Karka Ketu is placed, there is every possibility that there may be a second wave of this coronavirus again from China, because the virus has started from China. China, in fact, to be honest, you see, Ketu came in this sign in the 22nd Dreshon, 23rd of March 2019. So the formation of the virus may have started from May 2019, 23rd May 2019. And when Rahu entered the Ardhara Nakshatra on the 27th of September, when the Dasha of Mercury started for China, and Mercury Dasha Lord is the 6th Lord, and it is placed with Ketu in the 9th house, totally eclipsed. And because he is placed in one sign in Virgo, retrograde, and eclipse, it loses the lordship of the 6th house. There is every possibility that the virus will spread from China. That's what I predicted in my article, conjunction of Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, what they have up their sleeves. I had written on the 17th September 2019, and I had written that this virus will spread from China and it will cover throughout the world. So, friends, there is every possibility that China may suffer again. Their suffering may be there from China. It may spread. So, we have to be very careful that the second wave, we take care of the second wave. And Jupiter is not benevolent. Jupiter is the 22nd Dreshon Lord. In case of India also, it is the 22nd Dreshon Lord. It is going in the 8th house. So a lot of scams will be unearthed. A lot of scams will also be unearthed because it is the 8th house and it is the karka for wealth. And it is also the ninth lord of the natural zodiac. So ninth lord of the natural zodiac, ninth house going in the 8th house. So religious fundamentalism, violence. And then see the other part is as per declination. India has completed 72 years of independence. And as per declination, which are the planets which are on the natal planets, not the transit. I'm talking about as per the declination. Sun, first of all, is placed over the sun in the 3rd house. Then Venus is placed in the 3rd house with sun, and Venus is totally combusted. Venus is the Lagna Lord, and Lagna Lord and the Lagna has got Rahu, and Rahu will transit over the Rahu after the 20th September 2020. So the country, the planets, they start giving you the effect even before they actually ingress. And we are seeing for ourselves, because these three planets, what do you call, first of all, the sun placed in the third house with Saturn, not comfortable in the sign of Cancer, although it is a friendly sign, but it is with Saturn, it is uncomfortable. Then it is with Venus. Venus is combusted and is the Lagna Lord, so the country will suffer. The Lagna tells you the condition of the country in general. So, so friends, and the third planet is the Jupiter, and Jupiter is the eighth lord. It is placed in the sixth house, and we can see for ourselves the country is reeling due to the woes of the sixth house. Rog, Rid, and Ripu, and Rogue. Rogue is disease and this virus. And transiting Jupiter is in the eighth house of chronicity. The whole the fortunate part is that at the time of the eclipse, the as per the Kota Chakra, both the planets Kot Pal and Kot Swami were placed well, but the very next day they went in the bad zone, and after 24th of January, the spread of coronavirus took place in India. So, friends, the coming days are enigmatic, and we can see for ourselves the countries who are going to suffer the most will be China and US, because Jupiter is also the eighth lord of the foundation chart of China and also Trump, and it is also the fifth lord, which is the eighth from the 10th house. So, it is not good, and it is going to fall. It is going to go in the sixth house and then go back in the fifth house, which is the eighth from the 10th house. Any planet, any eighth lord, you know, whenever the eighth lord is placed in the eighth from a particular house, then it spoils the case. And in case of Donald Trump, Jupiter is also fallen. So the person who's going to suffer the most because of Jupiter fallen, and the countries who are going to suffer the most are uh, first of all China, because China has got a fallen Jupiter, and the fallen Jupiter falling over fallen Jupiter, the country will reel in economic disaster, economic problems, and the virus problem. There can be a what do you call a second wave from China, and the other is what do you call this US. US, it is the eighth lord and the fifth lord, and falling in the eighth from the 10th house. And then, friends, Saturn is a planet in Capricorn sign, is not very comfortable, because the stars in which he transits is not, they are all inimical. So he's not happy with the, first of all, he's in Uttarashada Nakshatra. Uttarashada, the ruler is Sun, and he is inimical to Sun. So what is going to happen till 21st January 2021? He is going to bring a change in the head of the countries. If there is any term which is going to finish, then he'll make sure that, say for example, Donald Trump, the elections are supposed to be on the 3rd of November. Whatever he may try, he may not be able to come back. And they say that when Saturn is in Capricorn sign, is not a positive sign, then people who come into power are not very powerful. They are not very brilliant. They are not very brilliant. So you can see for yourself this coming time till Saturn is in Capricorn, there will be a lot of changes. The head of the countries, head of the states are liable to change, especially when this Jupiter falls, when Jupiter falls back. And Jupiter is going to fall back till 20th of November. So it will be very bad for Donald Trump, and it will be very bad for China. So these countries are going to suffer a lot, and it is also not going to be good for India, because it is the eighth lord falling in the eighth lord as a fallen planet, and then the natal eighth lord placed in the sixth house, And then as per declination also, they are placed in the same place. The sixth house is not good. So friends, that's what I wanted to say, that the predictions, whatever predictions are being made as per astrology, they are proving not on, and there will be volatility in the stock and financial markets. The gold is bound to go up, and there will be slight correction in gold when Mercury goes in the sign Gemini. So, and it will remain there till 25th of July, from 18th of June to 25th of July. That is also a very critical period for the stock and financial markets. And then for the immediate stock and financial markets, as I've told you, the conjunction of Venus and Mercury is not good. So it is taking place probably 22nd, 23rd. So let's wait and see what happens on the 22nd and 23rd of May and the consecutive 15 days. So that's about all, friends. I wanted to tell you, and just upgrade and update whatever has happened and whatever was predicted. So all is in line and all is spot on, whatever has been predicted. So wishing you best of luck, and take care, and see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.